Byrne?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome.
Good morning,
And
Senator.
congratulations
Thank you.
to you. I just want to be sure I'm understanding some of the comments
Yes, ma'am.
that you have made. And basically, you're saying as you move to the role of a judge, you would set aside all of your previous opinions.
They would not make its way into any courtroom that I was sitting in.
So basically, you're saying you would erase all of this activism from your past.
What I'm saying, Senator, is that I would apply the precedent of the Supreme Court.
So
the
you're
Second
going to
Circuit-
say, what you're going to do is basically, when it comes to your philosophy of the law and your philosophy of the governmental structure, you are going to hit the reset button, and you will be a neutral and blank slate. Is that what you're telling us?
I will be an impartial and objective adjudicator limited to the subject matter and personal jurisdiction of the case before me and the arguments
Okay,
that the parties have put in
let's do
front of
this
me.
then. Let's go on to the issue of voter ID, because this is something that causes not only me, but a lot of people in Tennessee who are viewing your nomination, they're really unhappy about your nomination, because most Americans, as you've heard from others today, they support voter ID laws. They also support the fact that it is up to the state to tend to this. And they're very concerned about where you would go. And you know what? They really don't want activist judges. What they want is someone who is going to be an originalist, who is going to look at the text of the Constitution and look at precedent, things you've said you're going to do, but the answers to your question do not indicate that that is going to be what you're going to take. I get this funny feeling that you're trying to hedge us, that you've rehearsed your answers, that you're spouting out what you think will not get you into trouble, so that you can go through the confirmation process and then do the happy dance and get on the court and then go back to your activist ways. That is what is coming across, ma'am. That is what I'm perceiving. So talk to me just a little bit about what your view is of the Elections Clause. And then, do you agree that the states have the right to conduct the elections in their state in the manner that they see fit?
Senator, states play the primary role in election administration.
It is their prerogative, correct?
We have a system of federalism within certain bounds pursuant to the election clause and the statutes of that this body has created. States play the primary role in the administration of elections.
So your previous work in election law and voter ID would not preference any of the decisions that you're going to make?
I would very strictly adhere to the precedent of the Supreme
But you
Court and
cannot
the
give
Second
me a
Circuit.
yes or no to that.
Yes, I guess if you don't mind rephrasing the question, I'd like to if I
said
can.
your prior work in election law that will not influence your decision-making in election law, election cases.
If what you're asking, Senator, is whether prior policy positions as an
Your
advocate that I've
prior
taken,
work, that's right.
I am pledging to you that if I am confirmed, that I will set aside any personal views I have as to the merits of policy and apply the country's precedent, which includes cases like Crawford, which, as we have indicated before, says that voter ID laws are not per se unconstitutional, and I would apply Crawford and any other relevant Supreme Court or Second Circuit precedent on any matter involving a photo ID law that came before me.
Okay. I'm going to send to you a question for an answer in writing, because I will not have enough time for you to give a fulsome answer. But it deals with felon enfranchisement on voting and the positions that you have taken in that previously. And you did not answer Senator Cruz's question about felons having the right to vote. And you were opposite of Governor DeSantis in having them pay all of their fines. So I will send that question to you in write for a written answer. And then I'm also going to send to you a question dealing with your qualifications. Mr. Chairman, thank you. I yield back.
Thank you, Senator